ask you guys to read. Later in the class, you're going to see why do we have to, under advanced forensic tools, why all these error messages can be very, very important sometimes. Okay? In other words, you want to synchronize this, the image you are inputting to the image you are outputting. So you put a comma over there, you have a space again. Another thing you could do, you could split this image. You understand? You could split this image into 50 megabytes.
Is that a best practice to split a large image?
You could, because sometimes you may not have a choice. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to image 200 gigabyte of drive, right? Mm-hmm. And now your external hard drive is formatted with FAT32. FAT32 can only accommodate up to a maximum single size of 2 gig. On your drive, you have space to accommodate 300 gig, but it is formatted as FAT, which means you cannot have any file more than 2 gigabytes in size. In this case, now I can come around and say, split this image into this size, and I'll be good to go.
So if you run out of room, you can put another clean media in and continue it?
What is that?
If you run out of room, when you're splitting this, then you can stop and then put a new one in?
You cannot do that.
You can't?
No. You cannot do that because you run out of space. You could do that, however, because your hard drive is formatted with FAT32 and you want a piece of it. So I can do that, right? And then I can also split the format. I can say, you know what, split format. When you split the format for me, split it in form of AA, right? Or 00, which means when you split that image for me, I want you to start numbering it at 01, 02, 03, or you can do AA, AB, AC, A, whatever. Most people like 00 better. You understand? Because then it's numbering and they can easily count it very easily for them. And then I can come over here and say my output is equals to drive, or I can say USB, right, .img. You understand? Look at how much of options I have with this. You understand? Mm-hmm. That gives me quite a lot of options right here. I'm trying to image this drive, but then where I need to specify where I'm going to, otherwise it will automatically save it inside this place for me, inside Unix Forensic. You understand? Right. If I just say USB.img, it will automatically save it to my default folder. So now let's go over this again one more time. I have my DCFLDD, which is my command. I'm saying input file is SDC. I'm saying hash it, collect the hash value of this. I'm saying the hash window, right? My hash window equals here 100 megabytes, correct? Mm-hmm. And I'm saying create a log, empty log of md5.txt, that's the name. And I'm saying hash convert this hash whatever later, right? And I can remove this if I don't want it to do that. In other words, you don't have to include all of it, but you need to know that you have that as an option. Block size is important. If you mess up with the block size, that's a lot of problem. You understand? That's a lot of problem because it's going to take a longer time, or it's going to really mess you up. Because remember, he's copying it, you know, block by block.
Right. Right?
So if you design, if you say your block size is, for example, 4096, excuse me, this is even more important when you're beginning to extract your partition. You know, if you fumble the block size, let's say your block size is 4096, and you claim that your block size is 512, what is going to happen? I'm going to pause this video for a minute.
Over 512.
Huh?
They're into that, right?
What do you think is going to happen?
If you tell them, if it's 4,
If the block size is 4096,
and you tell it's only 512, well, or 512 is gonna break it into, then it's gonna just have portions of that, won't it?
yes, something else. Something else. I want to just think a little tiny bit, just a little bit. Remember this command for